here's your host, Nicole Perry.
Good afternoon and welcome to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry, and today my guest is Jenessa Gerard-Pateakos. Jenessa was admitted to the practice of law in 1998 and began working for a firm specializing in real estate transactions. She opened her own practice in 2001 and created a partnership with Danielle Poulin in 2007. Jenessa's practice has focused primarily on representing lenders, buyers and sellers in sales and refinances, as well as estate planning. And welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and I'm glad to have you. I do want to mention that your office is in New Bedford.
Yes.
And you are at 324 Union Street, and it's Pateakos and Poulin.
Correct.
And so there's two of you?
Yes.
So what drew you to real estate law and estate planning, and have you always known that this was going to be your career path?
I never thought I would have done real estate.
But you've been in it for so long.
Yeah. I think that, they say that when you make plans, God laughs.
I have heard that, yes.
So my plan was to be a litigator, to be a trial attorney.
Okay.
And when I came out of law school, it took me about 6 months before I found my first job, and that was with a real estate firm. And interestingly, I was working at a real estate company. And so it kind of dovetailed, and I just felt the need to up my game. Having graduated from law school and being a receptionist, I had been sworn in as an attorney, but was still a receptionist in a real estate company. So I really did want to be an attorney. And that job gave me that opportunity to do attorney things, if you will.
Yeah. So you're very driven. Why New Bedford? Do you live in the area?
I grew up in Acushnet.
Okay.
So
I was born in New Bedford.
Oh,
and New Bedford is beautiful.
it is.
Downtown New Bedford.
Yeah, they've
It's
done amazing
just
things.
Gorgeous. I feel like all of the Massachusetts funding is all going into gorgeous New Bedford, almost. But it is beautiful. And you do serve Bristol County.
Bristol County. We also do Plymouth County.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
We even venture into Barnstable County if a client needs us to do closings out there as well. I've always wanted to help people navigate the waters, if you will.
Any water. It doesn't matter. Real estate, estate planning, probate court. You just really want to help people in that whole, under that whole umbrella.
Exactly. So I'm their advocate. I'm their guide to get them through sometimes their rough waters, sometimes their stressful waters. But you really need a guide when you're going through any portion of the legal system.
You do. Yeah, I would have no clue what paperwork to fill out, how long things take, so many different things.
And not knowing is so stressful.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah. So to have somebody explain all of that, we're going to talk about that a little bit more later. Now, how much of your practice involves landlord or tenant law?
So right now, I would say it's about 10%. The firm itself, probably 80% of the real estate, and 10% landlord, tenant, 10% estate planning and probates. Okay. What we like to tell people is if you have a legal question, call us. We have no problem answering questions. You're not going to receive a bill because you asked us a question. And if we can't help you, we know people in the area, we know people in the legal industry that can help you. And sometimes having a good referral is priceless.
Now, how about consultations? Do you give a free consultation? And how long is that? And when do you have to cut the cord and say, okay, now we have to invoice you?
Right. So a free consultation generally is for about 15 minutes. It's really an opportunity for us to meet face to face, to have a little bit of a conversation, to see if, you enjoy speaking with me, talking. Sometimes with people, you get an immediate first impression.
Maybe, a lot of times.
Right. And maybe you and I wouldn't click and you would feel more comfortable using someone else. For example, my goal is to help people come to an agreement and not to create more strife between the parties. It's a very difficult time. And I think sometimes people need that encouragement to make an agreement because it's going to benefit all the parties.
And they need somebody level-headed and calm.
And not everyone wants that. Some people want
tough.
a tiger.
So how would you describe your firm overall?
So overall, I would say that, our goal is to educate people to help them make quality decisions for their life, because whatever aspect of the law it is, this is their life. They're going to move forward. 5 years from now, they're going to look back and see the decisions that they made at that time. So my goal is to make sure that they are making quality decisions and thinking through those decisions.
And you can be the tiger if you need to be.
Correct.
You can.
Yes.
Yes, you can pull that out of your back pocket.
Most definitely.
All right, I love that answer. So how did you meet Danielle?
So I went out on maternity leave, and Danielle was actually my replacement while I was out on maternity leave.
Oh, okay.
And so I met her briefly for a couple of weeks before I went out, and then when I gave my notice at the end of my maternity leave, I went back for a few weeks, and so I worked with her a little bit then as well.
So you've been together you have 39 years of combined experience?
About that,
something
yes.
like that?
Yes.
And then you've been together for 11 years
Correct.
as partners. What do you attribute to your success within your partnership?
I think
Because 11 years is kind of a significant amount of time to still be partners.
yes, and we like to joke that it's the best relationship we've had is the one with each other.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good.
But we're very different people, and we're different attorneys in how we approach things. Danielle enjoys doing the title work, which is basically the legal research behind a closing, researching the title to the property. And she's very detail oriented, and she often finds things that 5 other attorneys before her did not find.
Oh.
And people always say, how come the other attorneys never found this?
Oh.
Well, they're not as good as Danielle is.
Wow. Okay.
And Danielle really pays attention to all of those details, which is essential when you're looking through someone's real estate title.
Okay. I want to mention one last thing, or ask you one last thing. How do you balance your family and your career, and why was that important for you to mention?
Well, I did mention it, and I've been thinking about it, and I think that balancing your career and family, it's kind of like a unicorn. Everyone wants to find it.
I'm in love with balance right now.
Oh, excellent.
I am.
We'll have to talk more about that.
Yeah, I believe it's a choice.
And I think that's what it is that you make choices to spend time on your career.
Over the years, I haven't always been in balance, but over recently, I am slowly pulling away in certain areas so that I can be more balanced in all the
Right.
things that I want to be balanced in.
Right.
So
Setting
I feel
limits, setting boundaries.
I just have more peace. I have less stress because of my diet too. But anyway, I digress.
Excellent.
All right, we do have to go to break. I hope you stay with us. My guest is Jenessa Gerard-Pateakos, and you can go to pandplawpc.com. I hope you stay with us. You're listening to Powerful Women Revealed.